something strange is happening in 2025. America, a country famous for tightening its borders, is now quietly opening doors. But not for everyone. Only for a few, very specific countries in Asia. Why these 5? Why this time? And what's the real reason behind this sudden shift? Hold up. If you appreciate what we are doing, help us monetize this channel, subscribe, and comment your country name because it means a lot to our efforts in researching to come up with this interesting information. Millions are asking the same question. Why is it suddenly easier for people from certain Asian countries to get U.S. green cards while others still wait for decades? Today, we uncovered the hidden strategy that could change global migration forever, because what's unfolding behind closed doors might reshape how millions live, work, and dream. We're counting down the 5 Asian countries America is quietly welcoming faster than ever before. And trust me, number 1 will completely shock you. 5. Thailand, the unexpected ally. Thailand, land of temples, street food, and smiles. But beneath that beauty lies a new story. One that's not about tourism, but about opportunity. For years, Thailand was known as Southeast Asia's vacation hub. But in 2025, something changed. The U.S. started issuing more work and investment-based green cards to Thai citizens than ever before. Why? Because Thailand has become an unexpected powerhouse in one thing America desperately needs: skilled labor and advanced manufacturing. After global supply chains collapsed, the U.S. needed reliable Asian partners, and Thailand stepped up. They didn't just rebuild factories, they built trust now. Those partnerships are being rewarded. From engineers to medical workers, Thai professionals are finding open doors in sectors once locked tight because the U.S. government wants long-term collaboration, not short-term contracts. And it doesn't stop there. Education ties are booming. Thousands of Thai students are now offered study-to-residency routes, making their path to permanent residence smoother than ever. Why does this matter? Because behind every new visa granted, there's strategy. America isn't just giving out opportunities, it's securing influence in Asia. But here's where it gets even deeper. Thailand isn't the only one benefiting. Another country just a few borders away is moving even faster. And the reason? One word: technology. 4. Malaysia, the rising star of opportunity. Malaysia, once underestimated, now unstoppable. While others chase trends, Malaysia built something rare: a balance between technology, culture, and progress. In 2025, Malaysia's name quietly started appearing in U.S. immigration reports. A growing number of Malaysians were securing green cards through innovation-based visas, the same ones used by top global researchers and tech founders. But why Malaysia? Because in just the last few years, the country became a tech manufacturing hub and startup magnet, especially in cybersecurity, chip design, and renewable energy. American companies facing shortages at home began recruiting Malaysian experts directly, from Kuala Lumpur to Penang. Think about that. A country once known for palm oil and tourism is now exporting top-tier innovation talent, and every skilled worker who gets a U.S. visa strengthens that bridge even more. Here's the twist most people miss. Malaysia and the U.S. share deep defense and trade ties. So when America opens the door for migration, it's not just goodwill. It's geopolitics. Behind every green card, there's strategy. Every visa, a quiet investment in future partnerships. And yet, while Malaysia's success feels like a hidden miracle, another Asian giant has taken things to an entirely different level. Because when it comes to global demand, one country has become irreplaceable. Let's talk about the nation with the brains of Silicon Valley, but the heart of Asia. Number 3. India, America's second tech engine. India and the United States, 2 democracies bound by innovation. For decades, Indian engineers, doctors, and scientists have powered America's progress. But in 2025, something unprecedented is happening. Green card backlogs for Indian professionals are shrinking faster than ever. Why? Because the world has entered a new tech arms race, and the U.S. can't afford to lose Indian talent. From artificial intelligence to quantum computing, India's workforce has become essential to America's next wave of breakthroughs. Behind every Google product, every chip design and every software update, there's a name that probably ends in Esh or Raj, and Washington knows it. Now, U.S. lawmakers are pushing new visa categories, specifically targeting high-skill Indian talent. Startup founders, tech executives, and STEM graduates are being fast-tracked for permanent residency. Here's the shocking part. Some of these reforms aren't about generosity, they're about survival. Because as China tightens control over its tech ecosystem, the U.S. needs a counterbalance, and India provides exactly that. Every coder hired, every engineer welcomed is a silent message. America chooses India. But as India and the U.S. grow closer, one small island nation is outsmarting both, not with population or power, but with precision. And that's where the next chapter begins. What if I told you there's one tiny country that's rewriting the global rulebook, and America is watching very, very closely? Welcome to Singapore, the city-state smaller than New York City, but richer than most of the world. For decades, Singapore was known for its skyscrapers, spotless streets, and sky-high living costs. But now, in 2025, it's becoming something far more powerful, America's quiet talent vault in Asia. Let's break that down. Iterate 2. Singapore, the precision engine of global talent. Every time Wall Street blinks, Singapore sees it coming. Every time a startup trend emerges, Singapore's already testing it. This isn't luck, it's design. In 2025, U.S. immigration reports revealed something unusual. Singaporean citizens are being approved for specialized green card categories faster than almost anyone else in Asia. Why? Because Singapore has become too efficient to ignore. Its financial system is airtight, its universities are ranked among the best, and its workforce, highly educated, multilingual, globally trained, exactly what America's next economy needs. But here's the wild part. Singapore isn't chasing America. America is chasing Singapore. As AI and fintech dominate the next decade, the U.S. is pulling top-tier Singaporean minds, data analysts, crypto researchers, financial managers, straight into Silicon Valley and Wall Street. It's not charity, it's chess. By giving green cards to Singapore's elite professionals, the U.S. strengthens its own innovation sectors while quietly deepening trade influence in the Asia-Pacific. And the Singaporeans who migrate? They bring more than just skills. They bring stability, discipline, and networks that span across Asia's most competitive industries. But what makes this move so strategic is that it doesn't just serve tech, it serves finance. And finance is power. With Singapore positioned as Asia's banking capital, U.S. companies now have smoother access to Asian investment, crypto innovation, and trade routes. That's not an accident. It's a deal between nations, hidden behind visa numbers. So, when you hear about another Singaporean analyst getting a U.S. job offer in 2025, understand, that's not random. That's part of a bigger play. But if Singapore is America's financial brain, then the next country is America's beating heart. Because when crisis hits and hospitals run short, there's one nation that always steps forward. And that country is about to become the single biggest winner in America's 2025 immigration shift. Number 1, the Philippines, the heartbeat of America's workforce. Let's face it, without Filipino healthcare workers, America's hospitals would collapse. It's not an exaggeration, it's the truth. Every time you walk into a U.S. hospital, chances are 1 in every 4 nurses you meet has roots in the Philippines. And in 2025, the U.S. government is finally acknowledging that. The Biden administration's new immigration policies are streamlining green cards for healthcare professionals, especially nurses, doctors, and caregivers from the Philippines. This is the biggest healthcare migration wave since World War II. Why Filipinos? Because they've already proven themselves indispensable. For decades, Filipino workers have filled the most critical positions in the American healthcare system, not just because they're skilled, but because they bring something deeper: compassion. When the pandemic struck, Filipino nurses were on the front lines, thousands working double shifts, many losing their lives to save others. Their reputation for dedication, empathy, and excellence made one thing clear: America doesn't just want Filipino workers, it needs them. So in 2025, the U.S. made it official: faster green card approvals for qualified Filipino healthcare professionals. Entire visa categories are being restructured to prioritize them, not just nurses, but medical technicians, therapists, and hospital support specialists. Even U.S. nursing schools are now forming direct partnerships with Filipino universities, creating fast-track programs that lead straight to permanent residency.